Police reports like this October incident involved a woman beating her ex-boyfriend's teeth out. More recently, a live-in boyfriend used a lighter to burn their girlfriend and slapped her son, who ran to help her. Domestic violence reports that WLKY pulled the past 6 months are all heartbreaking. They often show people trying to end a romantic relationship ending up dragged, slammed, beat, held hostage, even strangled.
It is scary, the amount of violence that's going on in families in this city, and what's even more scary is so much of it isn't reported.
We sat down with Lieutenant Shannon Lauder, commander of LMPD's Special Victims Unit. Domestic violence calls are actually down in the metro from the record 40,000 calls in 2016. Fewer calls, but new data shows victims of domestic violence filed more reports in 2019.
We cannot arrest our way out of domestic violence. Taking a perpetrator to jail only solves one part of the problem for a victim of domestic violence. There are a whole other slew of issues that he or she may be coping with.
That's where people like Nicole Carroll come in.
This problem plagues every community.
Carroll leads LMPD's Victim Services Unit, but guess what? She's not a cop. Carroll and other civilian employees are victim services specialists, personally focused on empowering abuse victims and their families. Their backgrounds are mixed from psychology and sociology to criminal and social justice.
We are in a unique position to provide that immediate support and advocacy service versus a victim having to wait until their case gets to court. Because that could be weeks, months, and sometimes years.
Victim assistance is not black and white, especially when love is involved.
It starts out loving and trusting and, open lines of communication, and then it gradually, evolves into this volatile situation.
Victim support often involves intervention. These specialists help someone being abused get out of their lease, even pause student loans or utility bills without penalty. Sometimes it's giving money for victims to provide food for their families. Financial fears frequently bind victims to their abusers.
Yes, you could leave, but then what? Like, you may not have the skill set to seek employment, or you may be in a predicament where you're undocumented, or you haven't worked outside of the home in 12 years. And so what skill set do you have?
I just cannot preach enough about how valuable the victim service specialists are, because again, our job is to arrest the perpetrator, but that's only one piece of the puzzle to helping a victim get out of a dangerous situation.
Carroll's crew helps women and men start fresh. Even those who don't want to leave, they're helping them make safety plans in case trouble arises. Just a few weeks ago, grant funding allowed them to go from 1 victim services specialist to 7 in just a matter of 6 months. But there's still one key puzzle piece that's missing.
We need the public to know, what does domestic violence look like? Do you know someone that's suffering from domestic violence? How can you safely intervene? We need the public to be educated too, because sometimes people don't want to report to the police, but they might tell a close family or friend.
Police and domestic violence support professionals encourage everyone to be on the lookout for loved ones who are trying to report abuse to you. You should be sensitive, listen, and you can always offer to accompany them to speak with police. Marvis Herring, WLKY News.